Hello and welcome to Caravan Salon. I have here in front of me a rather unusual vehicle. It's the Knaus 500 LT CU Vision, and what is unusual about this is that it comes with a extendable roof. Now there is some very good reasons why you might want to have a low profile or a low roof. Saves fuel, you can park it in the garage. But the problem is you can't stand up in it. And so with something like this, if you keep it whilst you're driving, it's got the roof down, and when you get to where it is you're going to, then you put the roof up. So that is the theory, I think, but the practical consideration now comes into mind is that that bit that comes up is effectively just a tent. So in the summer, no problem at all, but if it is winter, then it might be a little bit of a problem. Depends where you're going, of course, because if you end up in Sicily or something like that, where my idea was to go, then it doesn't really get all that cold in Sicily. Although the locals, I must point out, do complain when it goes below 10 degrees, and we think it's absolutely roasting. Anyway, so that's the idea. So it's got this rather nice form to it. I quite like the way that the front goes up in the way it does. You can see it's on the VW base, Bulli, and let's have a look inside. Now for something like this, there's the price. 103,703. This thing here, this price just came out. To be quite honest, I didn't even know what the price was before when I started actually filming this, and I was going to say it's going to be 100. So I was right on that one. There's the door in. Now I'm going to stand next to the door. See, allow me a little bit of space there so I can turn this around. I can see standing next to the door. So you can see the door is already, it's smaller than, but of course it's going to be smaller. The reason it's smaller is because it's lower. So right, you might want to see me in the shower as well, but I'll turn that around then. Here, we'll come in here, and now so you can see the way the roof has gone up. And now one thing, you want storage in the roof, because normally you've got these storage cabinets in the roof. So they've solved this one by providing these things here, right? So that'll come out. I'll put that down there on the table like that. That comes out there and it goes up here. So that is also a relatively good idea. You get to where you're going and you put these things up there. Indeed, for my own vehicle, or the one I had before, the one I've got now, I had the idea of getting some bags like this. I thought soft bags, and the one thing, you hit your head on it. You're not going to do your head too much damage unless it's particularly weak. And so that isn't a bad idea, in my opinion. In my new van, I've hit my head on the storage about 3 times. Anyway, I'll do a separate video on why I hit my head on the storage. So I found out I'm not the only one that's doing it. Right, okay, now when this is in motion, you can still get into the toilet, right? Because the roof's here, right? And that's the space below. And just to I'll just demonstrate once more. In fact, first of all, I'll demonstrate me standing up. Turn the thing around again. There's me. So there's me in the shower. So you can see, look at that, you got all this space up here. You see all that space up here? Now when I come down into the toilet, I'll lift the seat up. I'm going to sit on the seat there. Okay, oh, I'd have to crouch. I'm crouching. But you can still use it, alright? It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but not as uncomfortable as it is in some of the Ford Custom, Ford Transit Custom vehicles, which are around at the moment. And I'm very glad that they put toilets into them. Randga, for example, Carmann Mobil, which is the same as Randga. Anyway, we'll see that in different films. So there you go. There's what this looks like. Little door slides across here. Only this one doesn't seem to work. It's probably a good reason why it's not working. Oh no, it's me. The reason is I haven't got any strength. That's the reason. It's once you get older, you lose your strength. I hope to do some strength training. Anyway, coming back down to here, we've got there's a very large wardrobe, and notice the wardrobe goes down further. So the bit I'm on now is raised. Presumably the infrastructure is under the raised bit. There is your 98 litre compressor fridge. So there you got the lights, and you got your electric supply and all the rest of it. Here we've got the kitchen. I bet somebody's going to say that is too close. There you go. With that thing above. You know what? I always say, well, yeah, okay, so it's too close. Where else are you going to put it? Well, at least I think this will move down a bit. Oh. I think I'd want that moved down a little bit if I were using it. But, you know, you've got to be practical in a vehicle. There's not huge amounts of space, and let's face it, it's less than 2 meters inside in here. Now, there's your sitting room, and yeah, lots of space in here, I think. Lots and lots of space in this part here. So a bit of storage there as well. Lighting. So I've got it. It is very, very original. Now, what's this? That isn't made of this. There's a new stuff which Hymer's put in its Vision Venture, and which is insulated. That is not insulated. That's just like a pair of trousers, effectively. That'll keep you as warm as a pair of trousers does. And which you know, I'm grateful for a pair of trousers when the temperature's like 15 degrees outside. Whether I'd want to be in a pair of trousers when it's -10, I don't know. So this is effectively a summer vehicle only. Of course, you can use it. You could use it for daily, you know, knocking around. It's not much bigger. It is a little bit bigger than a normal passenger car, which depends on what one you've got, of course, but most passengers are a bit bigger. Yeah, maybe you wouldn't want knocking around if you had the opportunity of a different vehicle, but you know, for the summer it does the job quite well, and you can of course keep it somewhere in your garage or something like that. Good. So I've just given you a reasonable look around there. There's a bit of storage, but you have to take it down when you're in motion. Now you've got to bear in mind always that vehicles, you get what you want, and a vehicle depends on the person, or rather the person depends on the, no, it's the other way around, isn't it? The vehicle depends on the person, and it is different needs for different people. And so therefore you might think, oh, that's a complete and absolute waste of time, and but others may think it's great. So it, you know, horses for courses. One gas place, and this is the service box here. I don't know if it's open. So you can see you can plug your electricity in there, and nobody can pinch. Well, I suppose they could pinch it, but it's more difficult to pinch your cable if it's coming through there. And you've got your water there. No, you've got these things as well, and one that's a convenient place as well to keep your the water, so you can release your dirty, well, better not, just in case there's something in it. You can release your fresh water as well by turning this around. Something you'll want to do in winter. Oh, if you've got some other reason you got too much water in, or you're going to have to find some water where you're going. Okay, good. Hey, I'll just whilst I'm here, I'll just take you through. I'll take you into this one, and 500 MQ. We're looking here at a price of 91,000. So it's got a central door, and it's a more typically motorhome, because it is a motorhome, it's not a camper van. It's got a different body, and what this has got is in here. See this part here, this this moves out to make space for the shower. You don't have to sort of crouch down there, but it saves the space there. So you're either in bed or you're in the shower. You have to take these things up. Everything sort of moves along, and that creates space for the shower. You may think, oh, it's a lot of faffing around. Well, it is, but bear in mind you're saving space. So there is a strong advantage on saving space. This thing here though doesn't have the roof that comes up. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you found that interesting. Lots more videos on this channel of unusual motorhomes and camper vans, and there's quite a lot of usual ones at the same time. What I like about it, I like the idea behind it. I like the idea that it saves space. I like the idea it's got a low profile. What I don't like about it is it's effectively it's a summer only vehicle, or a good weather only vehicle, depends where you live, of course. So it might be summer all the year round wherever it is you live. I don't like the fact that Knaus, because I don't have a very high opinion of Knaus, and I rather feel that when things are over-engineered, then they're likely to stop working after a time. And I'm not certain it's the case. This is over-engineered, but you know, putting something like that down when it's wet, from that I would have a certain amount of fear, because my experience with tents, and admittedly it's going back many years, but you couldn't pack. You had to get the tent dry before you could really pack it in those days. Or if you had to pack it, then you had to get it out to dry as soon as you could. And how will that react in the rain? That I don't know. But anyway, they're just some thoughts. I don't know if it goes mouldy or it doesn't go mouldy. I don't know. I'm just suggesting that it might do. Thanks for watching.